In today's video, we will be discussing a significant and concerning development, the alleged use of white phosphorus in Gaza by Israel. The video evidence and analysis presented by Human Rights Watch have raised questions about the use of this controversial munition in a densely populated area. Let's dive into the details. On Wednesday, a video captured an Israeli strike on Gaza City's port. What caught the attention of many was the apparent use of white phosphorus, a substance often used to create smoke for marking targets. However, it's important to note that this munition can cause severe harm when used against civilians. The video, which has been verified by the Washington Post, shows two artillery shells being fired in quick succession toward the target. When these munitions explode, white phosphorus ignites in the air, creating white lines followed by thick smoke. Human Rights Watch, in a statement released on Thursday, confirmed the use of white phosphorus over the Gaza City port. They interviewed witnesses who noted the unmistakable smell of white phosphorus. The organization also analyzed the video footage and identified airburst 155mm white phosphorus artillery projectiles used in the strike. This use of white phosphorus in a densely populated area has been condemned by Human Rights Watch for its potential to severely harm people and set fire to civilian structures. The Israel Defense Forces have stated that they are not aware of the use of weapons containing white phosphorus in Gaza. However, the use of white phosphorus in crowded civilian areas can pose a high risk of excruciating burns and lifelong suffering, as emphasized by Lama Faki, the Middle East and North Africa director at Human Rights Watch. International humanitarian law requires parties involved in military operations to take all feasible precautions to prevent harm to civilians. While there are legitimate uses of white phosphorus, using it against any military objective within concentrations of civilians is prohibited unless the military objective is clearly separated from the civilian population. This is according to a 2009 opinion from the International Committee of the Red Cross. It's not entirely clear whether this incident constitutes a violation of the laws of armed conflict. Brian Kastner, a weapons investigator with Amnesty International, stated that more information is needed about the intended target and use of white phosphorus to make a definite legal judgment. Generally, any attacks that fail to discriminate between civilians and military forces can potentially be considered a violation of the laws of war. This isn't the first time white phosphorus has been a topic of concern. Israel repeatedly used white phosphorus during its 22-day campaign in Gaza from late 2008 to early 2009, including overpopulated areas. Human Rights Watch found that this resulted in the killing and injury of civilians, violating international humanitarian law. In a region as densely populated as Gaza, any use of munitions like white phosphorus raises significant ethical and legal questions. The situation is complex, and international scrutiny is likely to continue. Thank you for joining us on Global Posts. Stay tuned for more updates on geopolitics, technology, AI, sports, and entertainment. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest news delivered in a simple, engaging, and informative manner.